And so I mentioned this already. This format is very different. We came up with a practical way to go over all of the Google updates. It's very functional. In other words, it's organized in a very logical way that we'll cover by using a scorecard. So please look for your scorecard if you have one. Can everyone find their scorecard okay? All right. And we can functionally group all of the most important Google updates for ranking into 6 separate areas, and you'll find those areas on your scorecard. So as you follow along, you get to give yourself a score. So by the time we're done, you're going to have a score for how well we're doing with your search plan and how we can improve it. On that scorecard, there's some pretty little icons, and those stand for updates that require a lot of manpower, as in a team of folks. It can't be done by one person. Another one is the recurring factor. In other words, it's something that consistently has to be done on a weekly or monthly basis. And then lastly, it's something that you have to do, otherwise your campaign will not work out. In other words, you will not achieve any rankings if it's a very critical point. So real quick, so 5 fun facts and tips. Shared this one before. Google started out as a Stanford project, nicknamed Backrub, and they actually used Lego blocks for one of the first servers. That's a picture of it. Social. Who has Google Plus? Who has a Google Plus account? How many of you have your Google Plus account connected back to your website? A few of you do. Okay. Well, you don't actually get the social signal unless you connect your Google Plus account back to your business name. So there's a way to do that, and if your business name does not appear on the pick list, then you also need to add your business to that. So is Yahoo around anymore? Yeah, it is. But it uses Bing as, on the back end, still as the search engine. It drives the search engine. So Yahoo no more, Bing is in, but it's still a huge map that creates a huge local signal. Why not put your, I think it's a PR8 probably, page rank of 8. Huge local signal. Who cares if no one's going to Yahoo Maps? Hello, huge local signal. Add it. Who's heard of DuckDuckGo? So, you know, Google's kind of like Vegas. Google doesn't forget, or everything stays in Vegas, everything stays in Google. Google doesn't forget anything you've done. So, yes, is your activity being monitored by IP address of every single thing you do to evaluate your human behavior? Absolutely. DuckDuckGo is something that's kind of taking off. It gives you some anonymity. So if you're looking for some anonymity and you don't want to leave a cookie crumb trail behind, use DuckDuckGo. And lastly, if you want to see how you're doing, you have multiple locations, you want to see how you're ranking in Dallas or Houston or beyond internationally, you'll notice that the location kind of is hidden now, and in order to get it, there's a drop-down. You click on Web and you can change the location in order for you to actually see what you rank in a different location, because it's going to be different. And that shows it under Web, and you can select the location.